How's it going, Spaceport? I'm Svethlane, and today I want to talk to you about this game, Void Breaker, guys. It just came out on August 19th. It's on Steam in early access. It's on Game Pass as well, and it's a brand new first-person shooter roguelite. And guys, this one might be the one that we've been waiting on. It's very difficult to get a good first-person shooter roguelite going, in my opinion. This might be the one that we've been waiting on, and I want to just take a few minutes, take you guys through a run of the game. As you can see, this is run number 3 for me. I've taken a few before. I've made it to the second area. Currently, there's 3 areas in the early access portion of the game. So let's dive right into this and let you know what's up. All right, so right here you can see the elevator. You could see it while we were walking around earlier. That's where you go to start a run, but I want to really quickly jump down in here and show you the little hideout you can get into. There's a few different things you can do, like unlocking other weapons. You can get perk points to boost you up. I haven't unlocked only one that I've unlocked. You can research things, access other lore, difficulty settings, different things like that. But right now I've got the shotgun in my hand and I just want to go ahead and start a run. We can pick from a few different weapons here. Looks like we still got a marksman carbine available, but right now I haven't finished any levels with the shotgun, so I'm just going to dig right into it and we'll see what we have going on. Now this is a solo developed game. Ooh. Indeed it has. Observation cycle has started. I hope you get an eyeful. So this is a solo developed game, and those tend to take a little bit longer to make, but it's not showing signs of that. It's very, very slick. It's very well made, fast paced, and that's what you want. That's what you want with a first person shooter, especially with a roguelite. Push our limits. Make us do the best that we can. So obviously you have your little in-between sections here. Getting into the combat, let's just dive right in. You're going to be fighting a bunch of robots. Now this is not overly thrilling here, but trust me guys when I say you're going to want to see what happens here, because we've got kinesis and there is a robust environmental damage system that you want to take advantage of as much as you can. For now, this first area, it won't be too much of a problem, I don't think. Try to nail that guy up there. So you see the green bar, it actually puts them into a stunned state, and that's how you get your health back. So if you get hit, you're going to want to stun your enemies. Get some of that health back. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, the grapple hook. I forgot the button for it. Just able to absolutely crush. Oh my gosh, they got me. They got me. All right. There we go. Nail him. Now, sometimes you can stun these guys just by using your guns. It's pretty tough, though. Nice. Easy first area. Only took a little bit of damage. Now, you can take any item glowing green. Just chuck it. Some are objects, some are explosives. You'll get some explosives out of those floating cubes up top. But here's the cool thing. Watch this. Watch what happens when I throw this towards a structure. Complete destruction. All of those are physics objects. They actually interact with the enemies and make them take massive dagger damage. And as you can probably already tell, this is going to turn into a big explosion fest later on, which is, oh man, it's just so much fun to take advantage of all these tools and let it rip. You do have a melee. I haven't found a lot of use for the melee outside of opening like crushable boxes that have resources in them. So here's our little mods. There are perks that we pick up and use throughout the run. A little optic here, which a 1x optic is always something that's very funny to me on a gun. It's basically saying you can't aim good. Need a little help. We're not zooming in. I just can't aim good. But body mods affect you as the player. You have optic mods, obviously, optics. You have weapon mods for your gun, and then you have projectile mods. Maybe we'll find a fun projectile mod and try to make use of that this run. So this is freezing tether. Objects thrown with gravity tether will freeze enemy. And definitely want to pick this up, not only because it's a higher rarity, but if you guys notice how much I use these, oh, we're going to get some use out of that. All right, so we have a chest over here and a shop over there. Seeing as I don't have hardly any money, I'm going to go ahead and grind over here towards just the basic item chest here. Got a little dash. There's one of the breakable boxes. You can see I got a little creditage out of there. Here's the box. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we have actually a researchable schematic. So I believe these unlock more things through your runs. Those are kind of what you use to have permanent unlocks, is the best word for it. What do we got? A utility mod. Okay, I'll pick that up and talk about that in a moment. Increase damage from destruction debris. Let's install that. That's just going to bump up our damage. Got a little lore dump here. Little emails. I ain't reading all that. Forget it. I'm too lazy. I've got a video to make. Alright. Get through here. Just an enemy encounter up ahead. And let's talk about these mods. So all the mods fit onto your guns, right? Got these open slots and some closed slots. So as you install things, they'll start installing in your open slots. However, you get a utility mod, and you can open up the other slots around the one that you use it on. So, for instance, I will want to use this on one of these two since they have 3 open slots. Maximizing our utility. And some mods will actually power up or make one of your other mods process twice, but they'll close off and disable surrounding nodes. So it's very interesting to play around with those, get a little bit of synergy going on, and just see what you can do. You never know what's going to happen in Void Break. Got some more grunts. The shotgun is just an incredibly powerful weapon. If you ever watch any of my streams or my content, especially when I'm shooting, I'm a big fan. Oh, just whiffed that completely. That's a vibe. I'm a big fan of high damage single shot weapons. Gotta be one of my favorites. You gotta shoot more than once. Shooting incorrectly. I think that's what Sean Connery said in The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Not that you should be watching that movie, but it was definitely one of my guilty pleasures that I picked up from liking as a kid. What a crazy movie that was. And you know, I've never actually read the book that it's based on. I need to go back and do that. Because apparently the movie was pretty shit compared to the book. I just hurt myself, I think. That's okay. We also have, oh yeah, we have a grenade. You don't have to, rely on explosives. I forgot to mention that very important fact that you do have a grenade. Go in here, pop a few more guys. Now, those heals, they don't stick around forever, guys. So you want to take advantage of that while you have it on hand. As you see, I have a little dodge dash as well. I don't know what this is. Very interesting. Once you start seeing skulls over the enemies, that's showing you where they are, letting you know you're almost done with the area. And there we go. Another one cleaned out. Now, this is so tame compared to what it ends up being. There's so many enemies in some of these encounters. You're just absolutely maxing out your ability to multitask while you play. And that's something I don't get pushed that hard in a lot of games. You really don't see a lot of games that are first-person shooters that just completely overwhelm you with stuff. It's almost not, I wouldn't really say a bullet hell, but it's the closest thing that you can be before you get there. So, ooh, okay, so this one's another utility that opens things up. I would venture to say we're not going to need that, but let's go ahead and take this reload speed, because shotguns notoriously bad at reloading. Let's go check out this obelisk. I'm at full health. These obelisks are kind of, I want to say they're kind of like a curse. So you're giving something up temporarily to get some sort of return. Could either heal the max or damage you slightly. That's the worst possible one that I could have gotten because I'm at full health. So why would I use it? Thanks a lot, game. What good are you? A little jump pad. Let's leap right into the action here then. Oh, and the building's already coming down around us. This is a joyful part. Having a giant building to fight on that you can slowly tear down. Just get out of the way. This is actually one of my favorite rooms. It has a lot of enemies in it. There's lots to do. You just start throwing things through the wall, picking them off. They don't know where you're coming from. Never let them know your next move. Oh man, almost got. The engineer, they're tricky with those grenades sometimes. Yeah, that guy just, yeah, you just do what you're doing. You're doing a great job of taking care of yourself for me. And you can see some of these physics objects are starting to come down on these guys' heads, even without me there. It's pretty great. Notable, the enemies also take more damage when they're stunned, and you can see that freeze proc on my my gravity tether there. So you can take care of business on some of these guys pretty quickly if you get them stunned. Wow, just a straight up miss. Never said I was good at this game. Just that it's a lot of fun. That freeze tether is extremely good. Anything that can stop enemies in their tracks, you want to get a hold of that and don't let go. Because there's a lot of moving individuals in this game that you have to keep track of. Alright, so we have an item chest, which is going to give us a little... Man, we're getting really lucky. There's not normally this many utility mods in these chests. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Let's see what we have in here, and then we'll go and reorganize things. Okay, we have a body mod. Increases duration that an elemental infliction will be applied. So that would boost the amount of time on my ice. Ooh, radiant sphere. Projectiles are surrounded by a damaging sphere. I'm going to go ahead and pull that most likely. So there's a projectile mod there, but this one affects everything we do on the weapon. And that, I've never seen this one before. Wow, okay, so that's, for my Noita folks, that's your damage, what's it called? Damage radius or whatever it's called in Noita? I can't think, I'm recording and it just nerfs my brain power. All right, so this is a sphere invoker. It actually enables all your disabled slots that surround this slot. So this is omnidirectional, which is pretty dang good. So if I take that off, it would actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can we find one that's going to have more than 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. We might be hard pressed to do so at this point. Let's see what happens if I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do that. And then we can add another 2. Yes, another 2 here. So we've opened up a whole line now, which is pretty powerful if I get the stuff that I need to fill those slots up. So we're moving towards a larger, more complicated looking skull here. What's it gonna be? We got a little credit box over here. We are starting to get enough credits that I could think about jumping onto a shop. But we've got things to take care of first. Who is it? Who's it gonna be? This is a mini boss. Who's spawning? Oh, here we go. Hello? Oh, have I dealt with this one before? No, I have not. This is entirely new to me. Okay, let's go. Actually getting some fresh content for the channel. Let's go. Oh, this guy's freaky. So you can get around projectiles by dashing through them. It's not highly preferable, but for a risk-adverse individual such as myself, that did a lot of damage to him. Let's get back out of the way. My health is pretty low. I took a lot of hits that I probably shouldn't have. Oh, and we've got the boundary of the level here. Let's try to drop the roof on. Oh, he's already out. The goose is already loose. Oh, he's just massacring me over here. Holy moly. This is what happens when I'm dealing with things I haven't seen before. It's terrifying. Come on. There we go, baby. Move straight through those. Now, yeah, we lost quite a bit of health here. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. What we lost there, we can make up elsewhere. Now, I don't think there's anywhere like... You're not going to see normal health drops in the level like this. They have to come from enemies, or they can come from those item boxes. The yellow boxes here can drop some health. Health motes. See, like that. There you go. And delicious. Much better. This is a decryptor, as you can see. Unlocks new items and areas. That unlocks perks as well. So we have a crit drive, which increases our crit damage. Blast core, staggered enemies explode on death. And a left slot repeater. So this is actually an interesting choice. We could explode staggered enemies on death. So any of those guys glowing green. Or we can make one of our mods do double work. And I think it would be pretty cool to double up this, the Radiant Sphere. Let's go ahead and pick that up, and we'll double that up. It increases the radius. Look at that. Much better radius on that. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, I haven't picked up any, so we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. Got 2 credit boxes that are just in the floor. Okay. I'm not going to pick up that item chest. You can purchase that with a more rare currency that you can get. So let's look at this shop. Projectiles will fire from the sky instead of from your weapon. That's so tempting. Destroying an enemy boosts your speed, optic, and you know what? Why not? After all, why shouldn't I? Oh, that's fast. So I don't... Do I not... This is interesting. I'm definitely going to try it out. Because it feels like I probably don't have to aim. It's like hit scanning. Yeah, it's just hit scanning whatever I point at. So I'm very curious what this is going to do. We don't really have the money for 2 more shops in a row, so let's look at taking an obelisk. Perhaps it'll have something helpful. Maybe. See what it has for us. What curse do you have today? Deletes 1 random module from your inventory in exchange for 4 common modules. I'll risk it. Okay, it kept all of my damage stuff. So what did it get rid of? It got rid of my freeze tether. Okay, that's okay. So let's pick all these up and see what it gave us. Here's one of the ones I was talking about that doubles you up, but disables slots. What's the additionals on this? No effect from additional executions. Well, great. So I'll put that there because it won't benefit from anything. We have an invoker. Increases weapon accuracy. That's actually not that bad. So why don't we drop that here? I'm trying to think of what would be best. Let's try that there. So that's gonna double up our accuracy. I guess that's plus 80% accuracy. And then we can go in here and we can open those 2 up, and then we can drop this in here. And do I have a spot that has 2 open above it? No. But I can open one, so it's fine. I could do that. That's a better layout for the same thing. So, okay, so that's actually incredibly well focused. If I take this off, what does it look like? You know what? That's basically, that's as close to a slug as we're going to get. I guess when we get to the enemies, we will see what we want to use.
Any entity attempting egress from the containment area will face permanent decimation.
Permanent decimation, huh?
Within the program.
We are secure, indeed. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about, we haven't gotten any weapon mods, or rather projectile mods, and we haven't picked up the optics mods either. So pressing B opens up a Battlefield 4 style attachment, or I guess Battlefield 2042 has this as well. Well, a lot of Battlefields do. Anyways, it's like that. So if you pick up different types of bullets, they're going to be added over here, different types of action. So if I somehow got an automatic shotgun attachment, that would be accessed there. And then different optics, and then you can also get abilities down here. So this puts the game in super slow-mo, lets you select those things. But since we don't have any yet... Ooh, receive more damage from enemies. And this is going to boost the rarity of the next chest that we get. So there is also a different type of curse. A temporary modifier. So let's see what kind of good this does. Oh my gosh. Always hits all the time. Point and click. Let's get in here and drop this in and see what it does. I'm very curious as to how this works. You know? I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it, guys. It's pretty... it seems pretty robust, actually. Get in there, drop our grenades. We've got plenty of fish in the barrel to blast at. Let me go ahead and take this off. I wonder if it's... I don't think it's losing any damage, but it almost feels like I'm not quite getting my shots in. And I don't know why. Okay, my health is actually pretty damn low. I need to go take care of that. Take care of him. There we go. Ooh, baby. Uh-oh. 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 There's a lot happening. There's more spawning. See, here we go. They're dealing more damage. I had to take the devil's deal. And now I'm paying the price. Oh, please. I have a family. Oh my god. Just straight on top of me, dude. Rude. Very, very rude things happening. Come on. There we go. Okay, got a little bit of health in. A little bit. I'm really focusing down. It's tough. It's tough for an ADHD boy to keep his mind on all of these many things that are going on. Really activating my almonds. My charcoal has never been more activated. Let's go. Nice. You know, they hate to see me coming. Oh my god. Ew. It just, as you can tell, it just keeps you on your toes. You can't ever let up. Constant vigilance. There we go. There we go. Cleared the area. We got the chest upgrade. And you know what? 60% health, I'm not mad about it. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, what do we got? We got our freezing tether back. This is interesting. Reloading creates a static shield. We have ice shot. Let's see what we have here in the rare chest. Ooh, 2 purples. Greatly increases your magazine size. Projectile will create a burst of copies when it collides with a surface. Fire rate increases the longer the trigger is held. I mean, that's not very helpful. I feel like this is just going to be very chaotic. Let's go ahead and do that. And we already took the freezing tether, so why don't we try the ice shot? We'll just combine these things and see if we can find some way. And I wonder if the Skyfire would be an interesting addition to the rain, like the splitter, the collision burst. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, everything is in its place. So, as you can see, I can switch from buckshot to ice shot. Now, ice shot is actually going to use... Oh, ice shot's actually going to use ammo. So defeating enemies that are staggered also makes them drop ammo. And I think you can get ammo through other sources as well, but it's pretty much the same as health. If all of your resources run out, you really just got to thug it out. You got to make sure... Oh, that was close. You got to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Able to take care of yourself with the base weapon before you're allowed to have the better stuff. Slows reload speed, slows ADS time, slows sliding. I'm going to pass on that just because I want to try our new toys out. Uninterrupted. All right, we have an anomaly going on here. Now, are the duplicate copies in the room with us right now? I'm going for dropping some buildings on guys. Boom. Shocking that the ice bullets did not immediately ignite. Ooh, the explosive containers. Somebody over here is causing problems. Oh, this is very chaotic. I love it. Come on. You can see things are just absolutely going awry for these guys. Here, yeah, that's the guy that was causing all the problems. Point and laugh at him. This guy's at like full health. Oh, that was close. There we go. Easy room cleared at full health. Look at that. We are very close to the end of the first area, my friends. Very close indeed. We have a semi-auto fire mode that can be added to the weapon. A full auto. Full auto. That's also an interesting prospect. Got some voidium. That's that more rare currency I was talking about. And some credits. Now, here's my question. Here's my question. I already have semi-automatic on this. Now, that's pump action. So you're telling me if I take this, fire rate minus 20. See, I just don't know about that. Because pump action... Yeah, this is slower. So not only do I get a fire rate boost, but I'm doing 150% damage on top of it. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, on to our demise, my friends. On to our demise. Now, I have beaten this boss before. I'm going to go ahead and equip the ice shot. I'll let the cutscene play so you guys can look at it. Hopefully we win. Good luck, everybody. Welcome to Returnal. These bosses are just massive. This gun is intensely good. Holy crap. And this is why I love this game so much, man. The roguelite games recently have been these insane power fantasies. I demoed one on stream recently that is being published by Ubisoft. It's almost Souls-like in execution, but it's also just this insane power fantasy that you can play with. I think it's called Metal Eden or something like that. Just really good game. This is the same thing except in first person. It's kind of got that Returnal vibe. All right, so he's got a new move. He's gonna slam down there. Now, what the game tells you to do, and I'll do this just for kicks and giggles, the game wants you to pick those blocks up. Ooh, and they want you to throw it at him to drop more ammo. But as you can see, I'm only at half of my ammo stack. I've already taken out one of his health bars. I don't feel threatened by this man right now. All right, there he goes. He's almost cooked though. Where'd he go? There he is. There we go. So you can see he dropped his materials there. And we're back up to essentially full ammo. I think he has one more phase. This one actually took me by surprise the first time I got to phase 3 because he has 2 little squares there. You think, oh, you know, 2 health bars. Nope, there's a third. He's keeping up the good work here. He's dropping some shockwaves that I'm not afraid of. The only thing slowing me down is my slide cooldown. Okay, that actually nailed me. Let's try to get a little bit more health out of him. There we go. Just better safe than sorry, right? And there you go. Area 1 of Void Breaker cleared. Beautiful. And there you have it, guys. I could drop down here, but I think I'm going to leave the rest of the game for you all to find out if it interests you. This is Void Breaker. I really, really enjoy this game. Like I said, it feels like one that I've been waiting on, right? It feels like I've been playing a lot of roguelites, and I'm a big roguelite fan. I've been playing a lot of roguelites. I've been waiting on something this fast-paced, this engaging, that really lets you ramp up what you're doing, experiment with gun parts. Like, there's so many things to love about this game. Shout out to the dev for doing a great job. If you want to support them, I'm going to link this game on Steam. I think it's 20 bucks on sale still right now. You should absolutely check it out. If they continue to add what they say they're going to, it's going to be a hell of a ride. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and consider watching some of my other content. I have a ton of VODs on here from my streams and some other videos for you to see too. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.